Stuttering.
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 Stuttering. Stuttering. Stuttering.
Hello. Today I want to talk with you about stuttering. What is stuttering exactly? Stuttering is a problem that makes it difficult for a person to speak fluently. About 1 in every 100 people stutter. You can find stuttering all over the world. Both boys and girls and people of all ages can stutter. It does not depend on how smart you are. To know how stuttering sounds, I want to introduce you to Billy. Billy stutters sometimes, and when he stutters, it sounds like this.
The cat jumps on the pillow.
As you can hear, a couple of things went wrong. When talking, there can be a repetition of sounds. There can also be a prolongation of sounds, and sometimes he blocks completely. This makes it more difficult to speak. What happens here is that Billy loses control when he is talking. When talking, the brain and the muscles around your mouth need to work together. First, you think about what you are going to say. Your thoughts are then turned into words. Your brain then sends signals to your muscles so you can pronounce the word. Your brain then has to make sure that your tongue, lips and vocal cords work well together to get the word out. Whether you stutter or not can have to do with your genes. Some people have genetic material to begin stuttering and others don't. The chance that you stutter is greater if other members of your family stutter as well. Yet, not everyone with these characteristics in their genes will stutter. So, what exactly goes wrong in people that do stutter? Scientists are now researching a connection between brain development and people with speech problems such as a stutter. They believe that the message may take longer to get from the brain to the muscles that move the mouth. The muscles would have a harder time working together when the signals they get are delayed or confused. If this would be the case, it might be responsible for the stuttering. When someone stutters, speaking can feel embarrassing or frightening. The person feels like he can't control his speech or how a sentence will come out. Sometimes people with a stutter try so hard to control their speech that they block words coming out altogether. It feels to some like suffocating. This continuous struggle makes talking very tiresome. People who stutter do so in varying degrees. It can change depending on the time of day, but also whom the person is talking to, and the topic of the conversation. So how come stuttering can vary so much? Not everyone handles their stuttering the same way. Some calm people simply don't care about their stuttering. They keep on talking even as the stuttering shows up. But a lot of people mind their stutter and try to fight it. They begin to struggle, to squeeze. But this puts even more pressure on the brain and the muscles. The stuttering will therefore only get worse. Stuttering people can get pretty scared because of this. Listeners can also react very unpleasantly. They can give bothersome remarks like, "Hurry up a little," or "Don't forget to breathe." This does not help and only makes it more difficult for the stuttering person to talk, even though people can mean it well. Someone who stutters may start avoiding talking altogether. He starts saying less and less. He will change his words or avoid people altogether so he doesn't have to speak. If he makes sure that he doesn't have to talk, he won't have to worry that he will start stuttering. This is a pity though, as he can't say what he wants anymore, or tell people how he feels. The stuttering keeps him from communicating to others. If the person is afraid to stutter, then this adds a constant fear when he's talking. It is after all only while talking that stuttering could occur. But with this fear comes even more pressure. It is a fact that not wanting to stutter causes even more stuttering. Even speaking out of turn causes more pressure and may cause an increase in stuttering. Also, stressful times with lots of pressure, Excitement or lack of sleep, such as exams, moving house, or even a birthday, can cause an increase in stuttering. At this point, you may be wondering how you can help someone who stutters. You can't help everyone in the same way since everyone deals with it differently. You help the most by just acting normal, like when you're talking with non-stuttering people. People who stutter can get annoyed when you pay more attention to their stuttering than to what they actually have to say. Asking someone who stutters to slow down or to breathe does not help. By saying these things, you cause even more pressure, causing the person who stutters to get stuck even more. People are surprised when they hear someone stutter for the first time. They often do not know how they should react to it. This causes people to get nervous or even leave the conversation. Being surprised is very normal, because stuttering is not something you can expect or see coming. You don't have to feel ashamed about it. But even after this first time, people can continue to feel uncomfortable. Should I do something special? Can I ask questions about the stuttering? Can I admit if I can't understand a stuttering person? What you can't do is ask the person himself. The person who stutters often has been doing this all his life, and he or she knows best what you should or shouldn't do during a conversation if you want to help. This way, you show that you are willing to help, even though you might not know how. Some people may tell, for example, that they don't like it that you finish their words. For others, this may not matter to them all that much. Not all people who stutter will be happy about this. Some will get frightened or upset when you ask such questions. The person doesn't feel ready to talk about it. But even if that is so, then you at least have opened the door to talk about stuttering later on. Maybe later, after the person gets to know you better, he will be more willing or able to talk about it. The person who stutters has not chosen to do this. If you want to help, you can just be considerate about the stuttering. You can give the person some more time and just be honest if you don't understand something. You help by paying as much attention to his or her message as when you would listen to any other person. In the end, people who stutter are ordinary people like you and me. And everyone just wants the same: that people listen to the things you want to tell.